Today on Eagle Nation News, Kashada Kama is live in the studio with a Prosper Resource Science teacher with some information on the Amazon rainforest wildfires.
June Brown highlights Evelyn Grace and her high notes that have led to her musical career. How is she singing her way to the top?
And finally, Maggie Hale is in studio with breaking news on an NFL retirement.
Eagle Nation News starts
right now. Good afternoon, Eagle Nation. Today is Tuesday, August 27th. I'm Cameron Silva.
And I'm Christina Folsom. So the Amazon rainforest has been sadly burning at a record rate.
Luckily for us, Kashada Kama is in studio with Prosper Science teacher Mr. Roskins with an update.
Thank you. I'm Kashada Kama here with Mr. Roskins. Mr. Roskins, the Amazon rainforest has made history with its tremendous wildfires. Can you explain what exactly is happening?
Well, Brazil is a leading agricultural place of South America, and they're using the fires to clear the rainforest so that the farmers can raise their cattle and they can grow crops that they're trying to export to the nations.
Well, based on this, what are the effects on the environment?
Well, the environmental impacts we project are going to be catastrophic in that the Amazon is the leading leading thing that takes CO2 out of the atmosphere. And so we're not only losing the ability to take CO2 out of the atmosphere, but we're putting tons of CO2 into it as they burn those old trees.
Based on this, how can we prevent this from happening too quickly?
Well, the only way immediately is if Brazil would stop burning down the Amazon rainforest. But, you know, the farmers there are trying to make a living and export just like we are in our country, and it's not likely to stop.
Well, sadly, that's all the time we have. I'm Kashada Kama. Thank you for being here. Back to you guys at the desk.
A man stabbed a woman, then led local law enforcement down a high-speed chase through downtown Dayton, Ohio, killing 2 children and injuring at least 10 others. Authorities believe the man got into an accident attempting to flee the scene, so he hijacked a local police SUV, then crashed again. The suspect is currently in police custody.
Local canine officer Boris from Frisco recently passed away due to medical issues. Police officers from surrounding cities all gathered to share their condolences last night to honor the officer one last time. Boris was assisted by 4-year-old Belgian Malinois dog with nearly 80 drug-related cases. Not only will his canine companion miss him, but so will the community he impacted. Some of you may be happy we caught a break from the heat with this refreshing rain, as am I. Now let's send it over to Lauren Womack with your Fast Forecast.
Thank you, Christina. I'm Lauren Womack with your Fast Forecast. Today it will be 80 degrees outside, and as you might have already seen, there has been a downpour all morning, which is likely to continue into later today. Thursday and Friday and Monday are supposed to be cloudy days, but we just might see that sun Saturday and Sunday. Well, that's all I have for you today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Don't go anywhere, because right after this, we have an update on the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Stay tuned.
The first game of the season is this Friday night at 7 p.m. in the new Prosper Stadium versus Rowlett with the theme of whiteout, so make sure to dress in all white spirit wear. The pre-game tailgate and pep rally start at 5:15 p.m.
For a few days, fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe were left wondering whether or not one of their favorite superheroes would have to leave the franchise, but things may be looking better today.
Let's send it over to Casey Boston in studio with your Talent Talk, sponsored by Corporate Orthodontics.
Last week, we covered the shocking news between Disney and Sony and the possibility of Spider-Man leaving the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But I'm here to say that we may actually have good news for you. Just a few days ago, Tom Holland spoke out to Entertainment Weekly, stating that they have made 5 great movies and that he looks forward to playing Spider-Man in the future. In other movie news, To All the Boys I've Loved Before cast announced on August 15th that the sequel, P.S. I Still Love You, will premiere on February 12th and that they are currently in production of their 3rd movie, Always and Forever Laura Jean. I cannot wait to see what both production teams have in store for the fan favorite superhero and the hit Netflix movie. What movie are you excited to watch? Be sure to take the poll on our Twitter at Eagle Nation News and let us know what you think. That's all the time that I have for you today. I'm Casey Boston. Back to you guys at the desk.
At the high school, we have many talented singers and musicians.
Evelyn Grace Peccary can do both. June Brown reports.
There's a lot of talented people at Prosper High School, whether it's in acting, drawing, or even sports. But there's a lot of hidden talent that a lot of people don't know about.
I kind of grew up singing, but my first performance, I guess, was in first grade. I signed up for a talent show, and I sang that. And then I did talent shows in elementary school, but I didn't really take things seriously till middle school. I just grew up around music, and I grew up in church hearing gospel music and stuff, and it sounded really cool. So you have to have persistence and perseverance because it's not easy, but it's really worth it when you learn. Learning guitar was super hard, and I hated it the first couple months, and I did not want to do it because it hurts your fingers and it hurts, but once you get used to it and you build the strength, it's really cool to make music.
We became friends. We went on a mission trip together through our church, and so we ended up being in the same room, so we became friends. When she sings, when she sends me videos of her singing and stuff like that, she has a very soft voice, and it's a very calming.
The feeling that I have, the joy that it brings to me and to others when I perform, if they enjoy it, I enjoy it, but even if they don't enjoy it, I still have fun.
Reporting from Eagle Nation News, I'm June Brown, Prosper.
Maggie Hale now joins us in studio with some breaking news on NFL sports fans. You don't want to miss this.
While college football may have started back up this weekend, the real news came from the NFL. On Sunday, the official press conference was held where Andrew Luck, Colts quarterback, announced his retirement. Luck explained he lost his love for the game after his first injury in 2016. Since then, he's been in a vicious cycle of injury, rehab, injury, and he felt that it was no longer in his best interest. This has come as a shock to many, and fans are not happy. However, they seem to be more disappointed by the timing, being so close to the season. But seeing as the Colts were a playoff contender last year, they wouldn't have been able to draft a high-round quarterback anyways. NFL Hall of Famer and former Cowboys quarterback Troy Aikman has defended Andrew Luck on Twitter. He completely discredited a Fox Sports reporter for ripping on Luck. The Colts' official first game will be held next Sunday against the Chargers, so we'll have to wait till then to see how they fare. If you want to hear more sports like this, be sure to tune in every day for your Sports of the Week. Back to you guys at the desk.
Now let's take a look at the meeting schedule for the week. Well, that's all the time we have for you today. For Eagle Nation, Tina Folsom.
And I'm Cameron Silva. Live long.